Okay, good morning and welcome to Yeshiva YouTube, Iyun Benzion. Today's daf is Nedarim, daf Ted Vav, number 15. I want to focus on the last part of Ted Vav and Beis before the Mishnah, which really focuses on the last line of the Mishnah on Yudal and Beis. The Mishnah says that if you say to a woman, right, your wife, that I'm not going to have tashmish hamita with you, I'm not going to have relations with you, it takes effect in neder. And if he has relations with her, he's a val yachal dvaro, he violates a neder. So the Gemara says, how could the neder even take effect? Neder can't take effect. Now, even though nedarim can take effect on a dvar mitzvah, they can't take effect on a monetary chiyuv or on a shibud haguf. And he has a bodily obligation to be together with her. He has to provide ona for her. And the Gemara in Ksubos tells you how often. So he can't do that. It has to take effect. So the Gemara says, "Ba'omar hanas tashmishech alai." He says, the Gemara is hanas tashmishech alai. Now, what does this mean? Hanas tashmishech alai mean? A lot of Mefarshim explain that instead of saying the difference between Ona and what he says now, hanas tashmishech alai, is that he didn't answer it on her. He answered the hana on himself, right? And the Gemara proves that from Kahana. Of Kahana says that when a woman tries to answer relations with her husband, the way she could answer it is by saying that I don't want to get hana from him. Whatever hana I get from him should have the status of a neder. So we can't force, the husband's not allowed to force her to be together with him, because then he's going to violate Lif Neiver Listin Michshol, right? By causing a stumbling block in front of her, that she violates her own neder. If you answer the neder on yourself, so that's the most Mefarshim explain it that way. I have my own explanation. I don't know if any Mefarsh says like this, but I think the difference is, I've said this many times, there's two main parts in the bedroom, and one part is, the tashmish hamita, the actual conjugal relations where, they're together and capable of producing children, right? And then, I'm not so sure what tchila's bia is, but, most chassan teachers will teach you there's an idea of foreplay before being together. So, and the whole concept of tashmish hamita, it's not called ona. Tashmish hamita sounds like tashmish. People think it means to use the bed, shimush of the bed. Tashmish means also a lashon of touching each other. So, the correct shot that I think over here is that what the Gemara is saying is that, yes, in terms of actually being together with your wife, the Gemar bia, that is an obligation from ona. And likewise from Kahana's statement, right? When she says, tashmish, right, includes both parts, foreplay and the Gemar bia. It includes both parts. So she, just like he's meshubah to her because of ona, he has to provide ona for her. She also, she's a possession of the husband in a certain respect, and certainly she has to be together with him when he wants. He's allowed to force her to be together with him. Maybe it's not the best children if you have the Gemara Nedarim, but technically she's the property of the husband, and the greatest example of that, he's allowed to be together with her whenever he wants. However, when you say hanas tashmishech, the benefit of tashmishech, then we're talking about tashmish hamita, we're talking about something else, the foreplay. And in foreplay, there's no chiyuv, there's no obligation, bodily obligation on the wife vis-a-vis the husband, and the husband vis-a-vis the wife. There's no obligation. It's a nice thing to do. It will bring shalom bayis in your house if you have that, and you do it in the right way. But there's no obligation, and that's what the Gemara is really answering over here. The Gemara makes a distinction with hanas tashmishech. Hanas tashmishech is referring to the foreplay without including the Gemar bia, and therefore the neder takes effect on that, because there's no shibud on the goof, and maybe no mitzvah either. Maybe there is a mitzvah, but there's at least no shibud on goof, no bodily obligation, both the husband to the wife and the wife to the husband. That's the distinction the Gemara is making over here. That's what I believe. We'll talk more about this in living marriage, a different share I give about intimacy in the bedroom. Hope you enjoyed today's share. See you in the next one.